bonus episode. Just a quick check on our load. Just put the trailer in a ditch. Why not? Excuse me. Should have put a jacket on. It is cold out there. Well, it's -7 now. It was -12 on top of the pass between Yakima and Ellensburg. And right now we are northbound on Highway 28 coming into Ephrata. Very heavy load, maxed out US load. You know, maxed out as in a little over maxed out on the US load. But most of that weight is due to the mass amounts of ice built up on this trailer and truck. Portland was a mess driving through. Took me 3 hours to go from the west end of Portland to the east end of Portland. So I'm running 3 hours behind schedule. That's okay. Today's Thursday. I'll have this video up for you guys on Friday night, Saturday morning. And I'm almost done catching up with all the vacation videos. I'm still working on the vacation videos coming this week. Jess is helping. Jess is editing the snorkeling video. I just got done with editing the zoo video. And some of these videos aren't very long coming up in the next week, but I love the zoo video. Ah man, that was a fun video to make. I hope you guys enjoy it. What you guys don't see, and I carefully edited it so that people don't get angry and stuff, but the Jaguar Undis, the reason why I got them so aggressive is I kept poking my water bottle up against the fence, and they reached through that fence and tried to get that water bottle. That by far was the most terrifying animal at the zoo. But the Belize Zoo lets you close enough that you can get mauled. if you're dumb, if you ever go to the Belize Zoo and you got kids, you keep a close eye on those kids because they could get seriously injured by those animals. The great part about Belize Zoo is most of the animals are active. At least in January, February when the weather is colder. And then the snorkeling video coming up. I had some really windy bad audio, so Jess is editing that one. I don't know how that's going. Might not be the best audio on that video, but I think it's another short one. But we had so much fun. definitely doing snorkeling again. Now the reef in Belize was not very colorful because they just had a hurricane come through a couple of months ago and the reef is recovering. And I didn't spend a lot of time recording because it was the very first time Jess was snorkeling ever in her life, so I spent more time taking care of her, making sure she was okay, then recording video. So next time we come back, and I intend to come back, we'll try to shoot more video with the snorkeling because that was fun. The Schwabs. I had to visit one of those in Portland this week. Had a flat tire. Had a metal chunk in it. I couldn't tell what it was. Might have been a part of that nail. It was pretty deformed. It must have been there for a while and it must have finally pierced through the tire. But it was a slow leak and needed to be repaired. So no school? None of the lights are flashing. Oh, maybe they only flash during in the morning and the evening. There's lots of cars at the school. They probably just flash in the morning and afternoon when the kids are coming and going from school. Well, that was Ephrata. Next stop is Soap Lake. The town of Soap Lake and then the lake of Soap Lake. definitely really windy out. Driving directly into the wind. Yeah, this week's plan was Castlegar to Mammoth, Oregon, Portland to Penticton, Armstrong to Hope, Idaho, and then Castlegar home. With that snowstorm and all the delays, I don't know if that's going to work anymore. We'll see. We'll see if they give me the Idaho run still. So I suspect I'm going to lose the Idaho load, and they're going to send me straight to Castlegar to pick up that load and then go home. Probably load that tomorrow morning. Welcome to Soap Lake. I always appreciate towns that have a speed limit of 30 miles per hour and not 25. 30 miles an hour, I can use cruise control. 25, truck won't do cruise control. That's in miles. Since we are in the US of A right now. A country that actually doesn't have a real name. The United States of America is just a description of what it is. It's a bunch of states that work together. So you could almost argue that each state is its own country. Each one of those countries works together. I think anyone living in the US probably does not have that point of view, but as an outsider, I've thought of that point of view often. That's 10 a.m. now. Still at -8, which wouldn't be that big of a deal except that we just came back from Belize and it feels very cold. And I got a haircut while in Belize. Here we drive right next to the lava flow cliff. Wide load would actually get a little tricky here. Now I'm getting a strong side wind. And no snow at all over here. Funny that there's no snow here, but further south and further west in Portland, there was 3-4 inches of snow I was driving through by the time I was leaving, and it was still snowing hard. This is Lenore Lake. I forget how many little lakes there are down here. All part of a former riverbed. This would have been the former flow of the Columbia River. Back when the glaciers were this far south and the Columbia River could not flow north. Since then there's been uplift on the ground as the glaciers retreated, and the river could no longer flow this way and has picked a different route to flow. Of course, this is millennia ago when the earth was still being created. Not very long downhill, but it's a fairly steep downhill. Feels like the sun wants to poke through these clouds. They're getting thinner and thinner. I wouldn't mind a little bit of sunlight, maybe a little warmer weather to get all the ice to melt off the truck. Such a fun road. Such a unique and alien landscape compared to the rest of Washington. So a little tip to all the truckers driving through here. I don't know how many truckers are actually paying for a subscription for these bonus videos. There's a rest area up ahead which is closed in the winter. And I, for one, could use a restroom right about now. So we will end our video exactly where I do go. I hope those are open. They're usually open year-round. It's pretty cold right now, so hopefully they're open. Up by Dry Falls. And I'll take you on a quick walk along the edge of Dry Falls. Rest area closed for a season. Lots of place to pull over and park, but there's not enough room to park a big rig at the rest area. But you can pull in there and do a loop and quickly run in the summer if there's nobody else parked in there. And if there is, just pull over right after it and walk there. But it's closed. So all you have to do is this hard climb to the top, and then there's another rest area at the top. And it's been open most winters. It has been closed every now and then, but most winters it's open. Now anybody that wants to park at Dry Falls and take a walk that I'm going to do, you do need a park pass to park there. Especially in the summer. I usually just park on the street. Or on the highway, I guess. Because a big rig can't really pull into the parking lot. Losing all of our momentum. Sun Lake / Dry Falls State Park. still losing speed. Down to 30 miles per hour. And that was probably it. Now we're going to start gaining speed. Figured that hint might work. I'm like, I'm going to run on the white line and see if this vehicle passes us. All right, just in case you guys can't hear me in the wind, thank you guys so much for your support. It means such a great deal to us because it helps support us. Helps Jess and me get the better cameras, better microphones, and hopefully in the future pay for our living. So thank you. Really, really appreciate it. You guys absolutely rock. Grab my jacket. You can see where the waterfalls used to be over there, and the lake down below. But it's cold. I'm gonna go run in. So let's see if the restroom's open. Dry Falls is definitely a pretty cool place. Sign says that upstairs they've got a museum, a gift shop, and some hot cocoa and coffee. I have to do that one of those days. Open. All right, get back on the road. It looks like a lot of the ice has been knocked off as we've traveled. That's good. Still a bunch between the wheels that are hanging down, slowly turning into icicles. But a lot of it's knocked off. The deck is going to be hard to clean. Not looking forward to that. There's the roof cam. Kind of hard to hold the camera while trying to pull the roof cam off. Let's get the rear facing cam. Just up here. All right, thank you guys again. I am out of here. Oh boy, I accidentally locked the door. I hope this one's not locked. Whew. Unlock. That could have been bad. That could have been real bad. All right, I am out of here. You guys rock.